As the trade war heats up, there are opportunities in commodities. Our guest says, though, a diversified approach is key. We're joined now by Tim Pickering, President and Chief Investment Officer at Auspice Capital. Tim, great to see you again. Thanks very much for coming on the show. So, kick off first. Do you count gold as a commodity? It's a tricky one, isn't it? Because it's also a form of money.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those ones that, yeah, technically a commodity, but it's a complex one. You kind of put it in a category of not only a commodity, but a currency. Obviously, a store of value is what's being talked about a lot here recently. It's all of those things wrapped up into one.
Tell us about your thesis here. You reckon that you need to be, as in stocks, you need to be diversified in commodities if you like the sector.
Yeah, I think that's exactly right. There's no more important of a sector than to be diversified in than commodities. It's just the old adage, cotton is not like crude, is not like coffee, is not like canola. These are all very different commodities, unique supply and demand pictures. And if you're going to get exposure to the area and for a purpose, perhaps for an inflation hedge, relying on picking one commodity is just a dangerous game. No different than in picking an individual stock for your exposure.
Let's put up maybe a 10-year chart for the Bloomberg Commodities Index. And there's a lot in how you construct the index, isn't it? The gold has a huge weighting in the Bloomberg benchmark, for example.
Yeah, Bloomberg Commodity Index is fairly diverse. Goldman Sachs is a little bit more energy focused, but reasonably diverse. What you've seen is that these indexes, long-only commodity indexes, have actually performed exceptionally well in the last quarter, outperforming equities handily. I think between the two of them, up somewhere between 4% and 8% over the quarter. So there's definitely opportunities there. And at a time when we're worried about inflation again, stocks are correcting, who knows where that goes. But we see commodities acting in an extremely different way, and there's the value to a portfolio.
And you offer a product. Just tell us quickly about what you offer in this area, if you would, Tim.
Yeah, sure. I mean, we've been publishing an index called the Auspice Broad Commodity Index since 2010. There are various ETFs in Canada and the US linked to that product, where those long-only commodity indexes haven't quite eclipsed the 2022 highs we saw in commodities, aligning with the Russia-Ukraine conflict. Our index is actually making new highs. And the way we go about that is just through risk discipline. We want to be long the commodities that are going up. And if the commodity isn't going up, we want to sit in cash and preserve capital. And so we're really tactical about that. And the idea is to participate when commodities are moving and then protect the capital on the downside. And so, if you stick with that thesis, what it has you do is in many commodities, you're just on the sidelines, but you want to participate in the ones going up, like gold. But maybe not natural gas when it's in a 2-year slide. So we're very tactical in that approach.
I guess oil is the big dog in the commodity sector, isn't it? It's hard to know where to put that in an index.
Well, the thing with oil is absolutely important. We've got to recognize that there are economic growth factors aligned with oil. So it's going to kind of ebb and flow with that thesis. The opportunity in the commodity space, as we see it, is that there's many commodities that go beyond that sort of economic growth forecast and lean towards the supply and demand of even domestic economies or the global economy, beyond just, say, what we're experiencing that's for example, tariff-related items here in North America or Europe. And so you want to get beyond that to get the full commodity picture. It could be what the price of wheat is doing in a different part of the world, or what cocoa is doing, as we've heard, topically here lately. And so we want to expose ourselves to all of those things to provide a product that gives a broader exposure to commodities and thus inflation protection.
We'd better jump. Tim, thank you very much indeed for joining us.
My pleasure.
Tim Pickering, President and Chief Investment